Welcome to Siding Institute. We're going to do question 4, and it is very, very important in your tests because it has got some rules on how you can add decimal numbers and also scientific notation, how you can evaluate. All right, so let's do question 1 because the question is asking us to evaluate in correct significant figures each of the mathematical work below, including the correct financial dimensions of units. So this is what we are going to do. Let's get started. All right, so question A is to evaluate for 432.5 milliliter minus 24.3984 milliliter. So our first thing, okay, you need to follow these steps I'm going to say. Our first thing now is to identify the units. So as you can see here, we have the same unit, so we have no problem with units. If we had different units, we would have converted so that we have the same units. All right, so because we cannot do any mathematical operation, be it multiplication, subtraction in different units, no, that one is not applicable. So the next now, since we have the same units, the first thing you're going to identify the number which has what? Which has small significant figures. So as you can see, this one we have 4 significant figures here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to identify these to have 6 significant figures. So our answer should have 6 significant figures. Very, very important. You need to know that. All right. So since we have subtraction there, 432.5 minus this, when you punch this on your calculator, you're going to have, my calculator is giving me 408.1016 milliliter. But leaving this answer in this form, it is wrong. What we need is to write the answer in 6. Do we have 6 significant figures here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 significant figures. So you need to leave this answer in 4 significant figures. All right. Because we are following the one with small significant figures here. So leaving this into 4 significant figures, we are going to say 408.1. Because we know that 0 in between is significant. So it is also, from this we can even out say this is our final answer. All right. So what about our question 2, which is B? You should be enjoying, guys, these things. It's nothing like getting stressed over these kind of small questions. Yeah, they are just very important that even these simple mistakes make students fail. So you better know how to handle this kind of questions. I'm multiplying now this. Okay, we have been given 12.5849. Okay, so this is going to be written as mg over, then multiplied by 2.4 milliliters. Okay, so as you can see now, when we look at the units, we have different units. So we can, our first thing we need to achieve is to remain with 1 unit. Okay, so this and this can cancel, as you can see here. All right, so we are going now to remain with 2 times this. Okay, so before I multiply out, I said that the second thing now you are going to do is, after we deal with the units, we are going now to consider the significant figures. Here we have 2 significant figures here. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have 6 significant figures. So our answer should be 2 significant figures. So multiplying out this, we are going to have, when you multiply this and this, we get 30.20376 milligrams. All right. What are we going to do next now? We are going to leave this answer into significant figures. So we are going to stand at this number and to say, can we round off? Since this is less than 5, we are going to remain with 30. So this is our final answer. If you want to write in standard form, you can write as 3.0 multiplied by 10 to the power 1. But leaving like this is much better, but you need to know in both ways, because there's in multiple choice, maybe you can be given the answer in this form, then you get confused. So let's go now and do question C. So our question C, okay, let me change first the color. So question C. Question C is 78.8 grams. Then we are dividing here by 162 by 162.26, okay, 0.26 gram per mole. All right. So we first look at the units. It is our first thing. So we are going to write this as 78.8 grams. Since we are dividing, okay, we are going to write as 162.26 gram over moles, because we have moles here. Okay, so our first simplification, we are going to say 78.8 grams. Putting multiplication here, we are going to write the inverse of this, okay, which is just the reciprocal. We say to be 162.26. We just change the fraction. All right. Why we did this? We want to cancel the grams. So now our answer is going to be 78.8 over what? Over 162.26. Okay, so our answer will be in moles. Now we want to know, so dividing this into this, we are going to get my calculator. Let me divide this. 78.8 we divide by 162.26. What a number of decimal places. We say 4856403303334, going like this, okay? But how many significant figures are we going to write our final answer into? So we're going to look at the two numbers which have been given. We have got this. We have how many significant figures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 here, and here we have 1, 2, 3. So our answer should be 3 significant figures. So we're going to say 3 significant figures hence here, because 0 is not a significant figure there. So we are going to say 6 is greater than 5. So we're going to add 1 to 5 here. We're going to say 0.486 moles. Simple like that. So let's now go and do question D. Question D is one and the same also. Okay, so our first thing, as you can see, we don't have the same units. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we are going to say 974.59 gram over cubic meters multiplied by 14.2 cubic meters. As you can see now, cubic meters can cancel here. All right, so what we are going to get is 974.59 gram multiplied by 14.2 here. Okay, so now multiplying this, okay, multiplying this, you are going to get a number, okay, a number which is mine is giving me 13,839.178 grams here. Okay, but we are going to write in how many significant figures. We follow this because now you understand this. It has 3 significant figures. This is our smallest significant figures number we have. So writing this into 3 significant figures, it's going to be, we'll stand at here and we say, no, let's stand here. Writing in significant figures, only if we were writing in decimal place, that's when we would have pressed here. So in significant figures, I said in the first question, we are saying that a significant figure is written in the form of m multiplied by 10 to the power negative to the power n, where m is any number less than 10. So we are going to put points here so that we may have a number which is less than 10, 1.3. Now to make it 3 significant figures, it's going to, we will read at 8 here because 3 is less than 5. Then we are going to count the numbers which has remained here. Since we have inserted our decimal place here, our decimal point, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is where our numbers have ended. We have 7, but where we want to end, we want to end where the decimal place what is. So we're going to say it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 10 to the power 4. You shouldn't stress doing what I'm doing here. I was just trying to show you some logic that you can use in case you don't have a calculator, but you'll be allowed to use a calculator to handle this kind of a question. Alright, so now I think we are done with difficult questions which will involve units. The remaining are just simple. We'll just go direct. Okay, what do we do? Like you rent, okay, indices grade 8, same powers, same bases. If you have same bases here, what we do, we add the powers. We are going to have a plus b there. So once you see this, okay, so what we are going to do, the one thing we are going to do, the first step is to multiply this. Since we have division in between here, these numbers are like this, okay? These numbers are like this. Are like this, and this one like this, and this one like this. In between here we have division sign there. So what we are going to do, we are going to divide the 3.9, we divide by 7.346. Okay, 7.346. Then multiply. What is about 10? Since we are adding the same powers, the same bases we are multiplying, we are going to add the powers. We have 18 here to the power negative 18 plus to the power negative 16. Okay, it's a negative 36 there. Alright, so now dividing this, we are going to get something like we are going to get, mine is giving me, okay, let me punch this on a calculator. It's giving 0.531. Okay, now let's simplify what is in the brackets here. There we have negative 18 plus, since positive and minus, we are going to have minus 36 here. You need to know this. Okay, we have minus 36. That means our answer is going to be negative 18 minus 36. We are going to have a big answer. Alright, so I've just noticed something very, very fast. Alright, so here we are dividing. I just forgotten that we are dividing here. So since we are dividing, we are going to subtract the powers. Okay, so here we must have minus here. So minus and the minus which is inside there, we're going to have positive. Okay, and our answer is going out to be negative 18 plus this, we're going to have 17. So our answer now is going to be 0.531 multiplied by 10 to the power 17. What do we do next now? We're going to write now in 3 significant figures because we have a 3 significant number there. We're going to have 5.3 times 10 to the power So now this becomes our what? Our final answer. Alright, actually here we had it to the power 18. Okay. When you go through the calculation, you are going to get to the power 18. I just made a mistake here because I just gone through again. I punch on my calculator, I get 10 to the power 18. Now we are going to bring that. Okay, we bring this to the at this point that we may remain to two significant figures, because we have two significant figures in this number. Okay, in this number we have two significant figures, so we are following our final answer should be in two significant figures. So that's why we want to read this answer also into significant figures. So we're going to bring this decimal places here. Since we are taking to the right, we are going to have -1, so we're going to remove 1 to this. That's why we remain with 17. This is what I want to express so that you may not get confused. Alright.